On Israel's northern front, tensions are high in Lebanon after more than 20 people were killed by Israeli forces. Lebanese health officials said 22 people died and more than 120 were injured when Israeli troops opened fire on protesters. Some of them were carrying Hezbollah flags. They're protesting the Israeli military's continued presence in Lebanon. The ceasefire agreement with Hezbollah set today as the deadline for their withdrawal. The Israeli military said they need to remain to make sure Hezbollah doesn't regroup in the area. Weekend rain is bringing some relief to fire-ravaged Southern California, but it's also raising concerns about possible flooding and mudslides. The storms have helped firefighters clamp down on the Palisades and Eaton fires, which are both nearly 100% contained. But the rain could create toxic ash runoff that could sweep up the remnants of cars, furniture, paint, and plastics. More rain is in the forecast for Monday. Vice President J.D. Vance is standing behind President Trump's blanket pardon of the January 6th rioters who stormed the Capitol. Vance had previously said that those who committed violence against police that day should not be pardoned. Vance spoke on CBS's Face the Nation in his first television interview since the inauguration.
Violence against a police officer is not justified, but that doesn't mean that you should have Merrick Garland's weaponized Department of Justice expose you to incredibly unfair process, to denial of constitutional rights, and frankly, to a double standard that was not applied to many people, including, of course, the Black Lives Matter rioters who killed over 24 people and never had the weight of a weaponized Department of Justice come against them. The pardon power is not just for people who are angels or people who are perfect.
Also in the interview, Vance said despite the fact that the heads of big tech contributed millions of dollars to the Trump inauguration, their companies are still on notice about having too much power, and he warned them to stop engaging in censorship. On the eve of World Holocaust Day, Pope Francis warned of the scourge of anti-Semitism. During his Sunday prayers, the pontiff said the horrors of the Holocaust should not be forgotten or denied. Tomorrow marks 80 years since the liberation of the Auschwitz concentration camp. Still to come on PBS News Weekend, the fate of a federal law that allows some disabled workers to be paid less than the minimum wage, and how sail-powered cargo ships may offer a cleaner way to transport goods across the globe.
This is PBS News Weekend from the David M. Rubenstein studio at WETA in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.